everyone, it's Tammy, and I'm going to show you a cool technique that I have done in the past, but it's been a long time ago, and I was re-inspired by someone on YouTube called Fern Bainbridge. She does not know me. I've never talked with her. I have left her comments on her videos. She's never commented on mine yet. I'm hoping that maybe this will help. Not that I just think that she's pretty cool. So I want to go ahead and make sure that I, that she knows that I copied her, because I'm pretty much scrap lifting from her idea. And her idea was to use bleach, and actually it wasn't her idea, she'd seen it before too, and I had, like I said, I'd used it before. I actually have this little bleach bottle that I just have bleach in, and you use your own little paintbrush, and I would just kind of make sure that it was the same paintbrush. And to do this, we're going to use some Distress ink, and we're also going to use some clear embossing powder and the Versamark or glue pad or whatever you have handy. I think I'm going to use this embossing oh no, this is tinted. I don't like that. I don't know why it's tinted. Let me see if I can find my Versamark, because I kind of like that one a little bit better than the glue. And if I can't find it quickly, I'll just go ahead and use the glue. Okay, glue it is. I don't know why it's... Oh, it says no heat required. Maybe that's the difference. I don't really know, but I kind of use them... Oh, here's the Versamark. It's right on top. I just didn't see it because I was expecting it to be gray. Dingbat. I really don't know what the difference is between Versamark and glue, but I don't know. I think the Versamark gives a good color, so I'm just going to go with that one. And I'm using a small stamp from Close to My Heart. These are just my acrylic stamps. I think that this was a free sample when you purchased something. So what we're going to do is I'm going to stamp these. This is just scrap white paper and some leftover black paper. I'm actually going to make it so it's a little scrappier, because I'm going to do a few of these butterflies on each one, and then I will emboss them. And then we will bleach them, and we have a black ground to bleach, and we're just going to be bleaching fun. So I'm just going to stamp, oops, 1, 2, 3, well, that one didn't stamp very well. Oh, maybe it did. No, not really. 4, 5, or let's do that 4, 5, 6, I don't know how many I need, 7, I'm just going to fill this, 8, 9. So then I will do more on the white, if I can get that out, there. 1, 2, and I'm going to do this one in rainbows. So red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and then just a few extras. And I think that that's good. It is really hard to see that, but I think that there's embossing on all of those. Okay, so now I'm going to get out my, oops, my handy dandy little tray. I'm going to make sure it's clean. Oh, and I forgot to use my embossing buddy. I always do that, don't I? That's okay, because honestly, I'm going to be cutting all of these out individually, so it's really not that big of a deal. So let's go ahead and put the clear on to the black first. And those look fabulous. And let's do, oh, I have to put the clear back in because I don't have very much left. I say I don't have very much left, but this is enough to do a ton of embossing still, because a little bit goes a long way. And we will do this one the same way. Oops, and I didn't get it all on that side. So let's see how that looks. Decent. There's one that I kind of messed up. I wonder if it's because I messed up with the embossing or if I messed up with the inking or the stamping. It looks like I messed up with the embossing, so I'm glad I checked, because now he's perfect. Yay, hooray. So I will heat emboss those, but I'm also going to, I'm spilling. I'm also going to put, I have Dreams, I think it says. And excuse me while I pick this up and try to save this embossing powder that's on here. Okay. So I'm also going to take this and using my handy dandy stamp and scrub thing, if I can find my stamp cleaner. Yes, indeed. Ooh, sorry. This tripod, I know I need to do something differently, but I like this view, and I know I've gotten some comments that others of you like this view, so I want to keep using this view, but I need to get a new tripod, one that like fits on the end of the table instead of like is in my way. So here's this all cleaned. Now I have to find my pad. Where did I do with it? There they are. So I will put this back on the stamp set, and I'm hoping that you guys can see this. I'm trying to see if you can see it. I think you can. Yes, I think you can. And this says Dreams, so I'm just going to use that. And I will also Versamark that. On one of them, I'm going to Versamark it onto the vellum. And on the other one, I'm going to Versamark it onto the cardstock. So this one will be on the cardstock, and this one will be on the vellum. So, ooh, let's see, Dreams. Make sure you guys can read that. And where am I going to put it? That's the question of the day. For this one, I think I'll put it up here. So I will do Dreams up here. And on this one, I think I'll put it on the bottom. Dreams down here. And let's bring back the tray. I'm going to move this out of the way so I won't accidentally get the embossing powder like knocked off of that. Dreams. And Dreams. Hopefully you can read that. That looks like a little bit of a hot mess. You know what? I think I'm going to do this one over again. Let's see. I don't think my stamping was that great, although I can kind of read it, so let's see how that turns out. Oh, that's a hot mess. Okay, so let's just stamp that again, shall we? We'll stamp it on the other side at the top. Oh no, don't get off that. Okay. Whew. I'm a mess. Where is my stamp? I done lost it. Here it is. Goodness gracious. Tammy, Tammy, Tammy. So let's stamp the dreams. I think I might have smushed it by pushing too hard. So let's not push so hard this time and just do it at the top here. Dreams. And now let's clear emboss it again. That's better. Dreams. Okay. So now I can heat all of these up. And I'm going to use my little heater for the bleaching process too. So this is going to be kind of a long video. I am making 2 cards. And there's heat embossing, coloring, and all sorts of fun stuff, and bleaching, and we're just going nuts. Putting this over here again out of the way, covering up my clear. So let's see, I have about a third of the bottle left, which is still quite a bit. Okay. Now let's go ahead and get out the heat embosser and, oh whoops, no, let's first clean this stamp off and put this stamp set away. So if you guys can't see this, it's probably out of view. I'm just literally cleaning off my Dreams stamp, putting my block away, putting my this away, and I'm just going to put it up here for now, and I think I'll put it on that. Okay, so now I am getting out my heat embosser, or my heating tool, turning it on. Alright, so now we will start. I'm going to start with this Dreams. Just going straight down on it. So that one's done. I'm moving it to the side. This is cheap cardstock. And it looks like my clear embossing powder got some other color in it, probably black or navy blue or silver or something, but darn it. Oh well, it's alright. There's that one. I love to watch this. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. I'll try to do one at an angle so you guys can see. I just think it's the coolest thing. There's that one, and then I have one more. And I just think that effect is really cool because you can just read it on here, but it's just very small. And so this vellum is going to go on top of this cardstock, which is going to go on top of this black card. And then this one is going to have this pink. And then this piece of vellum is going to be on that. And that's going to go on this white cardstock. And then the black flowers are going to go on the black cardstock, and the white flowers are going to go on the white cardstock. This cardstock, I need to use my Tim Holtz Distressing Ink, and I'm going to cut all of these out first because I need to, well, no, that might be hard. Oh, goodness, I don't know how I'm going to do this. We'll just have to be really careful. And I do need a piece of scratch paper underneath here. I may have put these too close together. I didn't really think about it. So let's see. I need a red. And let's just see how we can do this. Alright, well that's working. Red, orange, yellow. I love these colors because they're so vibrant and pretty. And then green. Blue. And purple. So cool. Isn't that neat? I really like these. Okay, so now I want to do whatever color I want to do for a couple of the others just for fun. Let's see. I might go for a pink. I know that there's no pink in that rainbow, but you know, there can be. And pink's my favorite color, so I'm going for some pink. Pink. And I'm going to do this peacock feathers because I think that's a really pretty color. And let's do the shaded lilac. Okay. Now honestly, because these are so small, these butterflies, I think the ones that Fern used were bigger. I'm really not even sure if I need to do the bleach technique in them because it's almost going to be worthless, but I will do it in these blue ones, but I might just do the bleach technique on the actual paper. Like the background paper. Okay, I'm having a drink of my coffee. I know it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon and I'm drinking coffee, but oh well. Now, I wonder if I should put this, can you read it against here? No, not really any better. How should I do this vellum to make that? I should have used a colored ink on this because if I could take my highlight and just highlight around it because then you'd be able to read it and then just highlight all over maybe, and maybe I'll do the pink. Okay, so here we go. We're going to just do this. I don't know how this is going to look, guys. I have never ever done this before, and it looks like it's not going to stick to the vellum, but I don't really know. It probably needs to dry. Oops. Ah! And I still haven't brought up any paper towels, and guys, I'm desperately needing some paper towel. I have one paper towel that I've been like reusing and reusing and reusing and reusing. Okay, I think I might dry this real quick, and let's see how this looks. I'm kind of going far away because I know that this will warp. I really don't even know if it's going to dry. I may have just wasted all that ink. Ah, let's put it over. Let's see what happens. Let's just see what happens. If I kind of take it on this scrap and just rub it around. Maybe it'll just be tinted with that pink, which would be okay with me. Yeah. That's kind of cool. So there's a technique I didn't even know I was going to show you. Aren't we clever? So that's kind of cool. And I was going to put it on this cardstock, But now I'm kind of wondering if I shouldn't just put it on white cardstock. Yeah, I don't know. Here we go. So this one might not get bleached at all. So I'm going to save this rainbow card for a little minute. And I'm going to move forward with this card, the black one. Let's do this one first. I know when Fern did it, and Fern is her name. Isn't that cool? I don't know where she's from, but I think it's a really cool name. Oh, did I cut this too big? No, it's fine. And then this on top, and I'm going to put the butterflies on top of that. I was going to say the feathers. These aren't feathers. Okay, so now I'm going to take this bleach, and I'm going to do two things. I'm going to color these little butterflies, and you just take the bleach and you literally just put it in wherever you want there to be white. And this won't show up white. This, on the black, it shows up a different color. It's kind of interesting. So I'm just going to go ahead and color in a lot of these, and then I will go back with more bleach as I need to. And be very careful working with bleach. It is toxic, and it stinks, and it will bleach your clothes or whatever you put it on. I mean, I can't smell it really bad. It's just a small amount, and you know, it's going to be fine, but you can smell it though. I can't wait to put the heat tool on these because I think it will look really cool. At least Fern's did, so if mine don't, then I'm going to blame her. I have done this technique before, but I don't think I've ever done it on black. And when she did it on black, I was like, oh, that's very pretty. And it's kind of fall colory looking. So I'm going to put this bleach, well, I'll just let it fall there. That's fine. And I'm going to put my cover on my bleach, even though I'm not done using it. I'm going to take my heat tool and heat these up. And nothing happened. Like literally nothing happened. Okay, that is bizarre. Maybe my cardstock is too thick. Huh. I'm gonna try it on the green. Let's see what happens on this. I want to kind of flick it, but I'm not exactly sure how to do that without making a big mess. I am like totally amazed right now. How did that not... change the color? This is Clorox bleach. Very weird. I'm confused. Does bleach go bad? This has been up here for a while. Still smells like bleach though. Well, that kind of did it a little bit with a little bit of different color, but it's not as white as I would expect it to be. That is just bizarro. I'm not sure. I'm thinking my bleach might be bad. That's very weird. That's so bizarre to me. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go with a plan B. I kind of still like how this looks. I'm wondering if the Tim Holtz ink will shine on this or not. Let me try one. Let's do red. Or no, let's do green because I have a green cardstock base. Can you see it at all? No, not really. The black is too black. Do Copics color on this? Let's try a light color. Copics kind of color on the embossing powder, but not really on the black as I was hoping. But Copics do kind of make a cool iridescent color on the embossing. The Tim Holtz didn't really do much at all. The Stress ink, the De-Stress ink. I might have to go downstairs and see if I have more bleach. I used to even have a bleach pen that I would sometimes use, but that is so weird to me how that did not work. I don't know if it's just bad. Does bleach go bad? That's so weird. Because I don't even know if I would say this worked. It's not horrible, but it's not great. It's not what I expected. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a piece of scrap from my trash. And this one has a white core, so let's see. You know what I'm kind of thinking? Because this didn't work either, and that was stuck straight in there. I bet you this is color safe bleach, and I don't have the right bleach to do this. I probably need to buy cheap dollar store bleach and call it a day. So I think that I will hold off on this technique until I can get some other bleach, because maybe that's why I didn't use it all. Maybe that's why I've kind of forgot about it. I mean, it still smells like bleach, but it's not super strong like I would expect it to be, I guess. Very weird. Okay, so scratch that whole idea. Let's see, what can I do with these butterflies that are black now? Maybe I'll just save them for when I can do a card with bleach. Okay, and instead I will focus on this rainbow card. So scratch that whole idea. I'm just going to show you a rainbow card. How about that? Okay, so I will cut out these butterflies and then I will be right back. Okay, I have these last 3 to cut out, and I thought I'd do this on the camera because I think that sometimes I at least feel like, oh, Jiminy Christmas, it takes so long to cut stuff out. And really, it doesn't take that long. So I just wanted to cut these last 3 on the camera so that I could show you guys how long it actually takes to cut these out. Because I think that, like me, you guys might be surprised that it doesn't take as long as you're thinking it would. And I think I've told you guys this before, but when you're cutting things out like this, be sure to move the paper and not necessarily your scissors. Your scissors can move a little bit, you know, like angle a little bit or whatever, but the majority of the moving is the paper moving and not the scissors. The only time I really move the scissors is if there's like a sharp cut for that I have to do, or if I am readjusting to get more of the blade on. See, there's already 2 cut out, and we'll just have 1 more to go. So these are really quick to cut out. And I think that the butterflies that Fern used, they were way bigger. I don't know, but that's just in my head how it looked. And that's okay. You know, you use what you got. Alrighty, so now I can throw this away, scrap, or trash, and I'm going to get out my vellum. I need to figure out how I want to place these and what I want to use. If I want to use glue or foam or whatever. I think I might use foam. And I'm going to take this foam and I'm going to cut just a little strip from the edge here. Because these butterflies aren't very big, they don't need a lot of foam. And this is so small it kind of twists up a little bit. So I'm going to cut these, let's see. Oh, I don't know. Okay, I want to put those aside that I don't know. So red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Okay, these are the ones that I definitely want on the card. So let me figure out about how long I need them to be. Maybe a centimeter. So red, and this one was already wanting to stick, so I'm just going to stick him down. So red, orange, yellow. These are all wanting to stick because they're so small, the little paper is just falling off. I'm just sticking it where the body of the butterfly is, so that we can lift up the wings and make it look like the butterfly is flying. So red, orange, yellow, and I know that those aren't the real colors. I'm just saying that so I'll know how many of these things I need to cut out. Because it doesn't matter what color they go on, I'm just using it for my own judgment. Red, orange, yellow, green, these are doing better, blue, purple. Okay, and then I have a little bit left that I can use for the inside of the card, or that's why I didn't want to put pop dots on the other butterflies, because if I put them on the inside of the card, I don't want them to stick up. And my nails are too long, they're out of control. So I'm just going to finish putting these on the butterflies. Oh, whoops. So then one more. I can hear the mailman. I hope he brings me a present. I order stuff online. I never know if I'm getting anything or not, but I'm always excited when I do. I should keep better track of it, and I told myself I would, and I even have a place for it in my planner, but I lied to myself is what I did. That even might be the UPS man. I'll take either or both, but I don't want any bills. So, whoops. Sounds like a bus, but it's summertime, so there's no bus. Red. Where's my orange? It kind of sounds like the trash man, too. Red. Orange. This yellow is kind of a little bit, oh well, I'm just gonna have to go with it, even though his little wing is not exactly where it should be. Red, orange, yellow. Oh no, I'm missing one. I'm missing my blue one. Green. Where'd my blue guy go? Are you kidding me? How do I lose stuff like that? Oh, he just flew away. I saw him. Now I don't know where he went. I think he's under my table. Where did you go, Mr. Butterfly? Oh, I think I found him. Oh, I just have to lean down and pick him up. He's there. There he is. There he is. Don't fly away, Mr. Butterfly. It will be okay. Blue. Oh. Purple. Okay, now I'm going to push this down pretty good. And then I'm going to go through and I'm going to lift all of their wings up. I might use a bone folder to help me, or a ruler. That's what I'll use. I have been crafting so much, I haven't been reading, and I really want to read. I want to read Paper Towns before that comes out in the movies, and I have it on my Kindle, well, my iPad, which I use as a Kindle, but I started it and I'm on like the preface still. I haven't even gotten into the story, and it's killing me. I need to read, but I've been so busy doing this and having so much fun doing this that I haven't taken any time to read. So there, that's really cute. Dreams. And then, like I said, I don't know if I need it on this pink anymore. I might just go straight for the white. I think I will, because I kind of like that better, and then I can use the pink for something else. Coolio. Okay, so now I can put some glue on here. And I know that I saw that Fern used glossy accents as glue, and then it didn't show. So I'm going to do that too. Although I think that I have my pop dots, or not my pop dots, but I think that my when things don't show my glue dots. I was going to do a little dot at each end because that's kind of what she did, but I'm not doing that. And then she put one on each butterfly. Such a copycat on this card. Really, it's not quite the same, but the whole theory is the same. So let's see. Let's put this down. Hopefully straight. Now I'm going to turn it over so that I can smushy, 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 smoosh it. Cute. And yeah, you can't see that glue at all. Huh. So there's a cool technique. Now I think I am going to put a couple butterflies on the inside. I think I'll do it like that. And for this, I'm just going to use some tacky glue. And I'll just do the middle again. Oops, you went too high. I thought I'd do the middle again, but who knows? Okay, so here's our card. Dreams with the rainbow. Then you open it up and there's some more rainbow. That's very pretty. Very pretty, very pretty, very pretty. Yeah, I think I like it just like that. I was trying to think if I wanted to do something else, but I don't think so. I think I'm good. Alright, so there's that card, and I think I'm just going to wait on this card until I get some, whatever it's called, bleach, like some not color resistant bleach or whatever that's called, like safe for colors bleach. So I'm just going to put this card away for now and do it again. So I guess until next time, this is the card. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.